I'm fourth generation here on our family dairy, Breda Family Farms.
You got to wake up early in the morning, you got to come to work every day.
Kids think that they really think they want to be a vet until it comes down to it, and then they don't actually really want to do it. And I think that it's okay.
Well, there's not an egg shop, there's not a farm that doesn't have a welder.
The best part about my job is really helping people.
My educational background is on-the-job training.
California agriculture drives the state's economy, grossing over $500 billion a year. From logging and fishing on the North Coast to the lush landscapes and nursery crops of Southern California, agriculture encompasses more than just the farmer. Through this series, you will be introduced to the unsung heroes of the agriculture industry. Agriculture education is cultivating careers. This episode, Power Mechanics.
My name is Ron Petrock. I'm a product support manager for Peterson Tractor Santa Rosa. I've been with Peterson for 28 years. Okay, so graduated high school. I attended College of the Redwoods in Humboldt County. Graduated with an AA from there. And then I went to work for Peterson for a number of years. I went back to college to Sac State. I think I went there for 2 years. I never graduated. I just got another opportunity to come back to Peterson, so that's where I am. So when I graduated high school, my neighbor worked for Peterson, and he told me there was a part-time job available, so I went to work for Peterson as a part-time job while I was going to the JC. So the product support manager, I'm actually over the facility, so I'm kind of over the entire facility, but I'm also over the tractor division as far as parts and service. So we have, I think, 20 technicians, 5 people that work in parts. I have about 20 direct reports, and then a manager that reports to me. So my daily duties are basically to take care of our customers, take care of the shop, make sure that our customers are satisfied with the work we do, and it's a lot of different things. Favorite part would be just being able to take care of people's problems, because people don't come here because they just want to, because they want to. They come here because they need something, and when we can solve those problems, I enjoy that. I would say that you have to be interested in it, for one, so it has to be something that's kind of in your DNA, if you will. Like kids that, I say kids, I shouldn't say kids, most of them aren't kids anymore. But if you're interested in mechanical things, I would recommend that today's mechanic or technician, they have to actually have a fair amount of schooling. So you have to get good grades. We don't just take people anymore because you're mechanically inclined. We want people that are mechanically inclined, plus they have some education. The Think Big program, while the student is going to school, he's also coming back to the dealership as a, what do you want to call it? Not apprentice, but intern, correct. So they intern at the dealership and then go back to school. They graduate with an AA, but they're also getting trained on CAD equipment. So when they're finished, they have an education, plus they've had 2 years of dealership training in-house, as well as training at the school. I think what we get is somebody that's more savvier with computer skills, because today's equipment, a lot of it has to do with electronics and laptops. You have to hook into the equipment to diagnose and troubleshoot. So I think we get a more well-rounded individual. So we have 18 on the tractor side. We probably have 7, I think, maybe on the power side, which is industrial type engines, generators. And then they probably have another 10 or 15 in the truck shop, which is Peterson trucks. So basically 3 different types of equipment that we work on here, and each one has their own skill set. Well, there's a couple different routes. We get some people that go to diesel programs out of state. There's like UTI, We also get people that have been in the industry for a while that have accumulated knowledge throughout the years. We also have individuals that go through the Think Big program. That's kind of our preferred method these days. Those individuals, they graduate high school. A lot of times they have actually very good grades. We screen them for the Think Big program. It's not a slam dunk that you're going to get in it. It's we do testing. Once they qualify, then we get them into the program, and those are probably we like that the best. But we also have people that start out maybe in the warehouse or sweeping floors like I did. That was my first job with Peterson. I actually swept the shop floors. And if they work hard and they're responsible, and they can move up. And we have a number of people who have done that. So we kind of focused a little bit on the mechanic technician side. So in a dealership like this, Peterson currently has around 1,600 employees. We're in 3 states, and there's so much infrastructure for a business of that size. So we have accounting departments, we have accounting managers, we have human resource managers, we have sales, rentals. We have Cresco, who's our rental division. You'll see them around. They rent tractors, they rent small tools. So really, if somebody wants to get in, not just to the business, but into a business to where they can grow career-wise, Peterson is a great place to do that, because again, so many avenues, we have engineers, we have, man, you name it as far as a large business. So yeah, I think as far as the company goes, there's a lot of avenues.
Hi, my name's Rich, and I'm the welder machinist here at Peterson Caterpillar, and I've been working here for going on 10 years. I have a high school diploma, and I took a lot of welding classes at the junior college here in Santa Rosa, and I worked at a factory building trailers for 26 years before coming here to Peterson and working on tractors. The main tasks of my job here are to repair any metal parts of these machines that breaks. I cut things off of them, I weld them back on, I take parts off and I machine them back to factory specs, so when they leave here they're like brand new again. Typical day here is I check in the morning and ask what they want me to fix. They bring the machine to me, I take something apart, I use torches and air arcs and I cut things off and I clean them up with grinders and sanders and I weld them back on with a variety of welders and welding techniques. And occasionally I get to go to my machine shop and I get to drill stuff out and cut threads and run the lathe, and it's like metal shop all day long. Definitely find some of your friends that already do it, see if you can rub shoulders with them, go to a local shop and see if you can hang out and maybe push the broom around the shop, and definitely right out of high school go to the JC and take a welding class. And it's one of the trades that's still it's everywhere. Welding is everywhere. I can go move anywhere I want and work on Caterpillar machinery, literally all over the world. And there's high demand for craftsmen. And if you have a metal shop at your high school, definitely take it. And don't be afraid to ask questions. My favorite part of my career, besides making really good money close to home, is I'm working with my hands, and when I'm done, I've got something to look at that I've fixed, that I've repaired, and I know is going back out there, and someone else is going to use something that I fixed and made like factory. Unlike a mechanic who just takes something apart and puts it back together, I've got to reconstruct things, and starting from scratch, they can be bent out of shape and mangled, and I get to weld them up, grind them, and add some finishing touches to them, and when I'm done, I have a piece of artwork that I've finished.
Thank you to those who made Season 1